Today we decided to put a little video together for you guys, and it is a expensive versus cheap drone. My drone today is going to be the DB Power FPV drone.
And my drone is going to be Phantom 4. So the Phantom is a really well-built drone. It has a 3-axis gimbal, and it can shoot 4K at 24 frames per second. It also has 2-direction obstacle avoidance. So as you can see in the front, it has these things up here, and on the bottom it has down there. It also has the visual stabilizer, so it will look down and see like the surface and kind of keep itself right in its spot, and it will kind of anchor itself there. You also can't use some of those features in sport mode either, but you gotta keep in mind, sport mode is how you hit the top speed. Active track is when the drone will follow you. It'll pick a subject, you draw a box around yourself or the car or whatever you're drawing a box around, and then it will follow that subject, and it will kind of just track you and keep you in there, and you won't even have to touch the remote. It'll do it all by itself. Today we will not be using active track since we'll mainly be doing performance and speed and agility.
On the other hand, my drone is cheap. It's not very good, it's not sturdy, it's not stable. It's got an okay camera that shoots 7 and 820p. The rotors are okay. The body though, like these little protectors, they're horrible. They bend super easily. I brought it in a bag for 5 minutes. It was very bendy. Look at how bent these can be.
Yeah,
we hope we don't break them while we're doing this review.
Yeah, it's kind of a joke, the quality.
Like,
but then again, it's only
very uneven.
Only $70.
Look at this thing. It's super flexible. We're going to bottle flip it to show you. Look at it. The One Pro is lightweight, so you can bottle flip it to your heart's content.
It is pretty portable because it's much
bendy
and bendy. I guess you can bend it, unlike this, which is the big case.
I say we try to bend it. Let's see how
this
bendy
is not the most portable case.
Woo! Look at this wires. Guys, also what's in the drone? It's very, very small. I mean, it's amazingly small.
Alright, now that you guys have some background about the specs, let's take these things to the field and see how they fly. Okay, now we're back on the field, so we can show you how these things compare in flight. We have the Phantom 4
and
versus
the DB Power FPV drone.
So it's pretty much a $1,000 drone versus a
$70 drone.
Let's get into this. Alright, now that we got the drones down, we're gonna fire them up. As you could hear at the beginning when I took off, you can see how really loud this drone is.
My phone's having issues right now. Guys, so I tried to use this, the app, but it won't let me click on the record button, and it's very annoying. Pictures? What?
So the image quality on this is actually very good. It shoots 4K at 24 frames per second. It's really a good camera. It's pretty reliable. The gimbal is amazing too. It's a 3-axis gimbal. Phantom is the one to go if you're going for a great gimbal.
Uh-oh. No! No! Come back! No! Where am I going? Oh wait, I got it. I got it. Circle! What is wrong with it? Stop! My thing is spinning in circles.
Okay, this is very, very unresponsive, and I successfully landed it, I guess. Alright, so that was a mess. That thing just kept uncontrollably spinning, and it was really like cracky with the connection, didn't really stay stable that often. But the Phantom, this is where $900 goes into play. You can go 3 to 4 miles in distance with that.
So when I was flying my drone, I had no idea what I was doing. my drone apparently runs off of Wi-Fi, so it can't go as far as some other drones like the Phantom 4 apparently can. And we really did lose control a lot. It was not good.
Wi-Fi right there.
It looks special. It looks like a nice controller and it looks nice, but it's not nice. I started flying it the exact opposite direction than I wanted it to go.
Speed of 45 miles an hour. Kind of beats that little crappy thing that probably can't even hit 10. So overall, the Phantom is just a way more premium drone, and it's easily 1,000 times better than, I don't know what to call it anymore.
It's called a DB Power.
Nobody cares what it's called. Anyway, the Phantom is just a very stable drone, very well built. Everybody knows this.
I like the Phantom. That's much easier than this. The camera and Wi-Fi don't even work on this. It's so stupid. I mean, I wish I could get a Phantom 4 for $70, but that's not possible. And but if you like lights,
cut this out.
This has lots of lights.
So for the money, the Phantom is a very expensive drone. And now for the pros and cons of the Phantom. It's not a small drone, and we all know that. So starting off with the cons is portability. Look at this thing. It's huge. It does not go well on an airplane. You can't really bike around with it, but if you have a car or you're driving a distance, it's worth it. But just walking around with it, it's not worth it. It's huge, it's clunky, it's just a nightmare to work with. I'd recommend the cheap, crappy drone if you're not doing anything professional and you're just trying to get into it or something like that. It's a way more portable drone. You can throw it out, and if you crash it, you don't care. Phantom, this thing is big, it's expensive, you do not want to crash it. The image quality is very good. This is 4K, I think I stated before. It's 4K at 24 frames per second. It also shoots 1080, obviously, like everything else. Once this drone is in the air, I tell you, all the portability stuff, it's totally worth it. Once this thing's in the air, it's amazing. It handles wind awesome. I know we couldn't show that in this video. Trust me, it handles wind awesome. It's 45 miles an hour top speed, and it's totally worth it. So it has a 3-axis gimbal, which means it has support for image stabilization in all angles. That means that it goes this way, up and down, and it will roll if the drone kind of tips side to side.
I was flying the DB Power FPV drone. It's not good at all, let me tell you. You saw it, it just kept spinning around. It's a decent drone for beginners. You can learn how to fly a drone with this. There's a little camera on it. It's like a normal drone. It's a decent size. It's not super small, but it's not super big, so it's more portable than most drones or bigger drones. To be honest, it's worth it. Well, it depends who's buying it. If you're a beginner and you just want to have fun with it, this is the drone to buy. The Phantom 4 is more for professionals. It's very cheap plastic, so it bends easily because I brought it in a bag and it ended up bending. Again, it's just not, it doesn't stay up for long, but price makes up for that. The app hasn't seemed to have been working for me. The battery, it's horrible. It lasts for like 8 minutes and you only get 2 of them. The connection is horrible. It's hard to control when you can control it. It doesn't go very far without you being able to go. So I would normally stay close if you decide to go anywhere with it. Propellers though are cheap and they can break easily. Just to recap guys, if you want a sturdy, reliable drone, I would go with the Phantom 4.
The Phantom 4 is obviously one of the most premium drones you can get right now, made by DJI. It has a 3-axis gimbal and it shoots 4K, but you gotta remember, it's big and it's not very portable.
The cheap one is good for beginners and you can get a decent amount for your money. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed and follow our Instagram.
I forgot.
Well, ding.
Oh yeah, wait, go again.
That'll be the...
However, you cannot use active
Hey!
Would you like to bend your drone?
I would love to bend my drone.
No, it won't.
No, wait, we have to keep recording that. Oh god. No!
Is that Supreme?
Yeah. On a flip. Phantom 4.
Shoots 4K, really great Campbell, and the just say really gay.
Look at it. You can. It's like the size of a fingernail.
Oh my god.
Look.
Thomas,
It's
every drone has
It's amazing.
every drone has a micro SD chip that small.